Hey, good morning.
Morning.
The
What's
Good
going
Morning
on?
Show. We have Gonzo on this morning.
What up? Thank you for having me, man.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
no problem. And let's see, we're a little slow today. Let's go ahead. So what's going on? What's going on down there? Anything?
Dude, what's going on? Well, getting ready for the parks to be open. I think
Right.
almost all our friends are waiting for it. Yesterday we were talking backstage. I went to Universal for a couple hours with the wife.
Right.
It was clean. There wasn't a lot of people. It was empty. My only concern and issue was the mask that I was wearing. It was so hot that we had to go. Like after 3 hours, I had to go. Maybe it was the
Right.
mask. It was so heat. But I mean, it was great to be back at the parks.
Right.
It was great.
Now what I seen, Universal has places that you can step off and take a break and take the mask off.
They probably have. I didn't see any.
You didn't see any?
Again, I was excuse me. I was going for a couple of rides and they said they probably have. I mean, it's the same thing as the other park. If you drink or eat, you can take it out.
Right.
But it was so much heat and yeah.
Right. I wonder if Disney will implement stuff like that, like what Universal has, where they have areas where you can just go over and just take a break and take the mask off. I wonder if they'll implement stuff like that.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have that option.
Right.
But at the same time, do you want to do that?
Well, that's true. But I mean, I guess if you get into an area, because the one I seen on a few of them, the person who was in there, they were there by themselves.
By themselves. Okay.
So,
yeah. I mean, you can do that. I mean, we did a couple of times just to get out for a check and get some breather and come back.
Right.
But overall, it was fine. I mean, 10-minute wait time for all the rides. And actually, the wait time is just for them to clean it and make sure. So one thing before we continue is that what was curious is, when you get in the queue and you're in the line.
Yeah.
When the ride let's say like Fast and the Furious, when the car opens, everybody goes into the car and sits. Well, no, now they do line by line. And so if you have 5 lines, they got 1, the second one is free, the third one you go, the fourth one is free, and then 5 people. But they do it one by one, which that's another precaution they have. And they give you hand sanitizer before you go in every ride.
Right.
And after you finish, they have hand sanitizers at the end.
Okay. I heard they weren't wiping the ride vehicles down. They were just giving you hand sanitizer when you got on, is what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. But I saw cast members cleaning some rides as well. Also, the electric stair thing that for the parking to City Walk, I saw people cleaning there as well. They have like a little to dust it and with spraying and stuff like that. So yeah, there was a lot of cleaning. It was good, man. I felt safe. Yeah. Other than the mask thing, everything else went fine. So I'm happy to be back theme park. Not Disney, but I'm glad the theme park is open,
Yeah. Well, there's got to be areas where you have a hard time keeping that 6-foot distance in some places like that too. So
yeah, especially when you get out of the ride and you go to the store. I mean, there's a lot of people, so you can do that 6 feet, but in the queues, again, like everybody shows being to the park, they have the sticker that says 6 feet and everybody's there. So keep the distance. So it was pretty cool, man. And I'm glad I was there. Next Thursday, I'm going to go with friends to Aquatica, the water park.
Oh, wow.
SeaWorld. And see how it goes there. See
because you shouldn't have to wear a mask at one of those usually.
Yeah, they don't require to wear masks. So it will be fun. I mean, with the weather that we're having so hot, and it's going to be a refreshing and see how things are over there in the water park.
Right.
So it's going to be awesome. Yeah, for sure.
Right. Yeah. So you want to get started with this?
Sure. Let's go.
Let's get looking into some of the news for today.
Let's hit the news.
All right. So the first one is Star Wars fans can soon get their hands on this hyper-realistic lightsaber.
Dun, 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 dun.
Right. And this is coming from Yahoo Life.
Nice.
Star Wars fans can finally use the Force, sort of. The Starglow Sable mimics the realistic light effect created by lightsabers. No CGI or Jedi mind tricks here. The full-funded Indiegogo boasts that the Starglow is not a toy, The product can apparently create the energy blade from the movie using I don't even know how to say that. Laminar flame flow. Wow. Yeah, that ain't a toy. In a layman's term, the device harnesses the power of fire to make the iconic lightsaber glow. Wow, what do you think of that? I mean, I don't know if that would be something you want to sell to the public.
I don't think you want to for them to sell it, honestly. But hey,
yeah, I know.
I mean, as a Star Wars fan, I love it.
Oh yeah,
it just doesn't make a thing safe.
It doesn't sound safe at all, does it?
Hey, good morning, Candy Mom.
Good morning.
I don't think it's safe though, but hey, by all means. Does it say how much it's gonna be?
Let's see.
That's crazy though.
Oh yeah, let's see. It says here, using a direct current of flaming fluid liquid, the fuel creates a stream of fire in the air as it emanates from the handle. After 3 minutes of burning time, the fire sword can reach up to 2.5 feet long. Let's see. I'm looking to see if there is a price. I'm not seeing a price yet. They must not have figured out what it's going to cost.
Don't have it yet.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, 2.5 feet of fire shooting out of a hilt. I don't know if
that's crazy. Well, hey, I'll get it. If it's not, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be expensive. With all that stuff going in, that's gonna be crazy. But looking forward to it. I want to see it in action.
Oh, yeah.
See how it is.
Yeah. The thing is a lot of people are like, the technology isn't there to create a lightsaber, so it's like,
yeah, it's like, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Thank you, Candy Mom. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Piggyback on that, have you seen real quick? A side note: have you seen the Star Wars Squadrons? The game that are gonna come out?
Yes, I have seen it. And
what do you think?
It looks awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
Can't wait for it.
And it doesn't.
Star Wars fan, I can't wait for it.
It doesn't look like it's gonna. It looks like it's way better than what they've been doing in the Battlefront with the fighter craft, which is funny. Battlefront 2 is free on PlayStation Plus this month.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know if you remember that. I'm pretty sure EA was doing this as well. I think, right? Yeah, EA is doing it.
Yeah.
And you know what happened with Battlefront? They got the game, but if you want something, you gotta pay extra for it.
Yeah, they've changed all that. Disney came down on them hard for that.
Of course. Yeah. Why they will do that? I mean,
so
that's crazy.
But from what I understand is after changing it and everything, it's became a really good game. The way it works and everything now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I think somebody needed to come in there and they needed to hammer somebody like EA or somebody like Activision, because they've been doing that whole thing, loot boxes and everything like that. And that stuff was just needed to go. Where it was like Fortnite came out and they nailed it by just doing cosmetic things to sell. So it wasn't anything that did anything with your game or anything like that.
Yeah. So looking forward to that game as well. That's pretty cool.
I still need to get a Jedi Fallen Order. I still haven't got that.
Man, let me tell you something. I have it. It bored me big time.
Did it really?
Yeah, because you have to do missions and stuff like that. I don't like that. I like action. I don't know if you ever, man, there was a game that it was Sony back in the day. I'm talking about my kid probably 16 years ago, 17 years ago. There was Star Wars. That you actually were in the Star Wars world. That you could be a Jedi, you could be a bounty hunter.
Are you talking about Galaxies?
Galaxies something, was it?
I know it was a multiplayer online, but it was through the computer. It wasn't on a console.
It was through the computer, correct. Yeah, I used to play that. Man, that was great because you actually were in the world.
Oh, yeah.
You could do everything. And then you had the expansion that you could fly. You had the Falcon. You have everything that were missions and stuff like that. I want something like that. I would like to play something like that. Close enough. Battlefront is the closest. But this one, you know who likes it? Al. I think Al finished that game. That one that you're talking about right now, the Jedi thing.
Yeah.
I just left it there, honestly.
Yeah. Well, some of those single players, it's if sometimes for me, if it's not a good story, I don't want to play it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
It wasn't there. Maybe you like it. I don't know. I don't get it because the graphics are good and everything. Yeah, it was called a Star Wars Galaxy, Empire Divided. But,
yeah.
I mean, it was awesome because you go to Tatooine, you can go to all the stuff.
Right.
Hey, Josh, how's it going?
Hey, Josh.
So, yeah, dude, it was great. It was great. And I wish that that game still work.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if it still does. I don't think so, but
yeah. And with how much they've expanded the universe now, what it would be like in that game, being able to go to those different planets that they've recently introduced and everything like that.
Yeah, and then it was fun because you actually interact with other people and you fight.
Oh yeah,
like I said, like a Wookiee. I was a Wookiee Jedi.
Right.
So, and you have to build your lightsaber. You have to find the crystals for the lightsaber.
Right.
You actually have a community, like a neighborhood.
Right.
And there's a mayor there. I mean, it was like a real and Star Wars interaction.
I think I remember seeing what they said. What was the downfall of that? Is that they had made it too easy to become a Jedi, is what it was.
Yeah, and also they charge a lot. Sony, Sony. So I wish I would bring it back. Let me see something. Yeah, it was SOE.
Yeah,
that was a long time ago. But that's a game that I like. So hopefully with this one with the Squadron, it will be better.
Right.
It will be great. But yeah.
But as in going from Sony with high prices, we've got former Xbox executive says no way to PlayStation 5 price. So what we're looking at is
it gonna hit my pocket a lot?
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Oh man.
But I mean, it looks awesome. So last week, the Future of Gaming digital event revealed the technological supremacy of Sony's next-gen console. The event lasted well beyond an hour and showcased 24 of the new games, some of which were exclusives. Fans also got the first glimpse of the futuristic design of the PlayStation 5 hardware, including the DualSense controller. Let's see. Before the PS5 event went live, rumors about the next-gen console's price began to circulate online. Many individuals spotted a placeholder or a dummy listing for 1 terabyte and 2 terabyte variants of the PlayStation 5 on Amazon UK. The listing had an outrageous price of £599 and 99 pence, which converts to about $746. And the PlayStation 5 has an 825 gigabyte storage, according to the official sources, and people quickly noted that the discrepancy in the listing. So, I mean, that's a high price for a console.
Yeah. Wow. 700?
I mean, you're getting up to the point where you might as well just go ahead and buy a gaming computer.
Yeah. I mean, you can play it. It's cheaper to get a computer.
Yeah.
Which I think it's kind of what the new Xbox is coming. I think it looks like a PC.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the comparison one another. It's almost identical, the same. I think the only difference that I saw, maybe I'm wrong. You can correct me. I think the only difference that the Xbox will have a little bit more storage, just a little bit more, but everything else was 4K. The graphics and all that was the same thing. But I wonder if it's time for us to go to PC, man.
I know. It seems like everybody's doing it too. So
yeah. I have some PC games. I use I don't know if you know this server. Well, you probably know. You're a gamer. Steam.
Yes.
That's where I get all the games. So I have GTA. I have Train Simulator, Farm Simulator. So I got a couple of games there. And I think that's the way to go, especially with this consoles like that. So
we had a friend who went PC, and he was telling us what was so great about PC compared to console. And he said, adults play PC. He said, you don't run into very many kids like you do on console. And that's what he said. He said, it's more adults.
It's more adults.
Yes,
yeah, man. PC. I think it's time to go to PC. And the other thing is that you probably won't get a lot of like exclusive games that we have.
Right.
So I don't know how's that gonna work. Actually, funny that Candy Mom says my brother's doing more PC games. My two kids actually they only do PC.
Yeah.
So now with this thing that crossover that you could play on different platforms is good. Like Call of Duty, I think Fortnite was another one who did that.
Right.
It's awesome, but everybody, like more and more people are going to PC.
Right.
That's the thing now. So, I mean, there's still going to be a lot of people playing. They're going to pay a bunch PS5. You know, they're going to see them a lot. Probably they're going to run out for Christmas. Pre-orders are going to be crazy because people are fan of the consoles. But yeah, that's something I was thinking of. I have the computer. I just don't have the greatest video card, but I could change it for like $300 something. I could get the video card that I need. But everything else I have a CPU, memory, and everything. So that's something that I'm looking at. And by the way, if you can get used to the keyboards,
right?
There's controls that you could put there in your computer, so you feel like you're playing in your console. So wow, $700 something. Wow. Do we know the Xbox how much it's gonna be?
No, it didn't say. From the way it sounds, I mean, with the former Xbox executive saying no way to the PlayStation 5 price, I'm taking a guess Xbox is going to be lower. But I mean, I guess we're going to have to see what PlayStation 5 is going to have in it. I mean, is there something that's going to be in there that's worth that kind of money too? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are they throwing something in there? Because I did see a video on the DualSense controllers, and they're going to have a trigger button behind. Yeah. So because a lot of people they've been having to buy the extra to get those two or at least 4 triggers in behind. Yeah.
So if you want to run it real quick, so it's PS5 Xbox Series X, which is the new one.
Right.
So here's a comparison more or less. All right. So the price, it says to be announced. Okay. Release date, holiday 2020. Exclusive, PlayStation will have a Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Horizon 2, Forbidden West, and Gran Turismo 7. Xbox will have Halo, Infinite Halo, Senua's Sega, and Hellblade 2. Backwards compatibility for PS5 will be almost all PS4 games, including optimized PS4 Pro titles. For Xbox, all Xbox One games, select Xbox 360 and original Xbox games. CPU, 8-core, 3.5 gigahertz, AMD Zen 2. The Xbox is the same thing, but instead of 3.5, it's 3.8, so it's a little bit there difference.
Yeah.
Then in the GPU, PlayStation 5 has a 10.3 teraflop AMD. Xbox has a 12.0, so that's a difference there, teraflop. RAM is the same thing, 60 gigabytes. Storage, 825 gigabyte custom SSD. That's another thing. They're bringing the SSD now for PS5. 1 terabyte custom NVMe SSD for the Xbox. So that's another difference. Resolution up to 8K, frame rate up to 120, and optical disc drive 4K UHD Blu-ray. So for both of them are the same. But yeah, man, here we go again. This is the war of consoles for this Christmas. You're just gonna see everybody trying to get this. Hardware, man.
Well, the truth is what I did the last time.
What?
there for a long time, I would go out and buy that console as soon as it come out
and sell it.
No, I would buy it, and then it seems like and of course I've been a PlayStation guy for a long time. But it seems like once I bought one like the opening day that they brought them out, I had to buy another one because that one something would happen to it, wouldn't run right. stuff like that. But my PS4, I waited a whole entire year before I bought it after it'd been out. And I have not had a single problem with it since. So it's the first console I bought from Sony PlayStation that I didn't have to buy 2 of them. So,
yeah. So, and they say that Xbox is gonna be like $100 less than, excuse me, the PS5. So we'll see. We'll see. There's nothing, because like you said, it was about 599 pounds. You said, right?
That's what it was, and it converted to like $746 US.
Yeah, it says approximately 760. So we're talking about 600 something. I think it's too much for.
For a console.
We'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen. Maybe it's now the time to get a computer.
All right, let's see what else we got next. Here we go. We got some stuff on Disney Plus for the Star Wars side. And let's see, this is coming from We Got This Covered. And it says, Ewan McGregor thinks he has the perfect title for the Obi-Wan show.
Okay. He says what it is.
Yeah, we're going to see.
I can't wait for that series.
The line comes from a much memed moment in Revenge of the Sith where Obi-Wan leaps into General Grievous's lair and announces his presence. Of course, it's going to be hello there. With a jovial hello there. For such an inconsensual line, it's remarkable, memorable, but as the title for his spin-off series, well, it at least indicate that we're going to have some fun and not watch Obi-Wan mope about in the Tatooine desert for 10 hours. Well, I'd hope not.
I hope not either.
In any case, let's hope we get some moments on the show sooner rather than later if they can match the quality of The Mandalorian and finally give McGregor's dialogue worthy of his performance. Then we should be in for something very special with Obi-Wan. I can see that. It would be a really neat titling it hello there.
Yeah.
But I did see that they're going to be using the same technology on that Disney Plus show for the Obi-Wan Kenobi that they've been using on The Mandalorian, where they've done away with blue screens and green screens, and they said it's easier for the actors now because they actually are seeing what we are seeing on television.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
and it's good. And probably cost wise, maybe it's a little bit less because they're on the real plays, which I thought they were like a real huge set. And then when you see this on Disney Plus, they gave that director's thing. You see, it's a blue screen, everything. So
yeah,
that's freaking amazing. That's how technology has advanced. That's crazy.
Oh,
but going back to the title, excuse me, I think it's good. It makes sense a little bit that is going to happen. I'm not sure that they're going to select that title, but I'm so happy that Obi-Wan is going to have his own series.
Oh yeah,
I think we could get so much more information about Obi-Wan, what he did before, what he did after.
Right.
So we don't know what was before. Well, what he was born, how he became.
Actually, they did come up with a home planet for him.
Yeah.
And what's funny was I can't remember who it was. It was George Lucas just made it up on the spot when they asked about it.
On the spot?
Yeah, and he actually used the host name as the planet he threw in there. So I mean, and he does lots of stuff like that. I don't know if you remember from the Phantom Menace, that the Senate scene, if you watch, you can see one of the pods, there's ETs.
Yeah.
In one of the pods, and he actually gave them an alien name, or gave them, a name, and it was Grebleeps.
Yeah.
Do you know why he called him Grebleeps?
Why?
It's Spielberg spelled backwards. So, but he felt like he had to pay, of course, tribute to Steven Spielberg, because of course Steven Spielberg put a kid dressed up in a Yoda costume in ET, so he felt he had to pay that back.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
But I can't wait for that series. Just like The Mandalorian, I can't wait for The Mandalorian, the second season.
Oh, I can't either. And I was watching some things on Bill Burr, and Bill Burr was like, he's like, they were talking about him not really wanting to be in the Star Wars, and then he said man, when I went over and seen what Jon Favreau was doing, he goes, if I knew this is what his Star Wars was going to look like, he goes, I'd been in line wanting to get into it, is what he said. So,
yeah.
But yeah.
He's doing a great job. Yeah,
that's another thing. What do you think about the rumors of Kathleen Kennedy might be on her way out and Jon Favreau looking possibly as their best person to be president of Lucasfilms?
Please do it like right now. I'm sorry, she doesn't belong there. I'm sorry. Yeah. I think she makes some bad decisions.
I don't think she's a fan
of it. I'm not a fan. I'm
yeah.
not a fan of her.
Yeah, but I don't think she's a fan of the movies herself. I think that's what's one of the problems.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like. Yeah, I think this guy will do a hell of a better job. Yeah, she needs to get out.
I don't know if Jon Favreau would do it with how much stuff he does. You know what I mean? It's just
he could do it.
Yeah,
I think he could do it. I mean, it would be a great honor. And
it would be.
He loves Star Wars, and I think he has great ideas.
But I just, like I'm saying, I don't see him being able to put himself all in just to Star Wars when he did so much for Marvel and he's done so much for Disney. You know, outside of.
Yeah, and I think one day we should talk about Star Wars and all the movies, because they did some crazy stuff on this last trilogy, and yeah, I think I'm proud of that. It was her. Yeah. Honestly, it was her. So I think that it's time for a new person to come and take care of our Star Wars world.
Well, I think that's the reason why The Mandalorian is so successful, because Jon Favreau is a fan of Star Wars. Yeah. Dave Filoni, of course, is a fan of Star Wars. Mm-hmm. And then you put those two guys together, you're gonna get gold every single time.
Yeah,
they put something out. So
yeah, and obviously they always get the input from George.
Oh yeah,
because have you seen the back stage thing? You see him. Oh, there's pictures around also that in some shows filming he was there.
Right.
So they keep him in the loop all the time, which is good.
Oh yeah.
Again, I don't think George Lucas. Just another point here. I don't think George Lucas agree to a lot of things that happened this last trilogy that we had.
Right. Yeah.
But then again, so much that he can do now. So.
Right. I've actually, the thing is, have you noticed that they haven't really been doing anything for this last trilogy? There's no toys out. There's nothing. It's like they've just completely forgot about it after it ended.
Yeah.
And, like when you had Return of the Jedi end, there was toys all over the place for the original. And the same thing with the prequels. Even though people didn't like the prequels, they still did well in merchandise. And this is like, you can't find merchandise for it. It's just like completely like they've gave up. But then again, they also say kids aren't playing with toys like that, action figures. Everything. So,
but yeah, they need to get better.
Yeah. All right. Are you ready for some Disney news?
I'm ready for some Disney news. Always.
Right. So this comes from Inside the Magic. So this, of course, these are secondary. So like I said, when it comes to these secondary, I listen to what they have to say, but I try not to believe it until Disney says it officially. Okay. So because I've had Heaven tell me that she's had where she heard a story about Magic Kingdom was going to be on extra magic hours that morning, and she's like, oh my gosh, I should have been there an hour ago, and she got there and they had reported wrong.
Wow.
And somebody's like, did you correct them? She goes, no, that's on them. That's what she said. So Inside the Magic is reporting Disney to keep Jambo House closed indefinitely. So the Walt Disney World Resort is gearing up for their phased reopening, and with it, more information is surfacing regarding new operational procedures that will affect visiting guests. Just recently, Disney Vacation Club announced they will be transferring existing guest reservations from Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge Jambo House to the DVC property in, how do you say it? Kendani Village? Is that how you say it?
I think so.
Okay.
Think so.
So, wow. That's
it's going to be out. So it's gonna be out temporarily. I mean, until further notice, right?
It says indefinitely. This is what it says.
Wow. That's crazy.
But I've seen Disney mark stuff indefinitely and still bring it back later on anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wow. That's gonna be a lot of changes, Kris. That's gonna be a lot of changes. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that's not gonna be open. It's not gonna be the same. Once it opens, it's not gonna be the same Disney that we used to go visit. It's gonna be a while before we can get back to that one.
Right.
Especially that, and I think you mentioned that you talked about it yesterday. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Right.
That even if you have an annual pass, you need a reservation until I think 2021. You said.
Right.
Which is, I have Premiere, so I don't have blackout days, but now I have blackout days.
Right.
So it's kind of but I understand also as well why they do it. Just like they actually and I saw the news today that they came out with, if you're actually buying an annual pass now, they have that disclosure in the bottom that says even though you have it, you need a reservation.
Right.
So it doesn't mean that you have annual pass, you can do whatever you want. So yeah, man, that's a lot of changes going on, and I'm pretty sure a lot of things are going to be closed for a long time. Maybe not all the rights will be open. We'll see.
Right.
We'll see how they're going to handle that.
But Disney, they're even though they are opening last out of everybody, and they're trying to learn from what people's failures and successes are, and how maybe they can improve on successes of those other places. They're still able to make mistakes on themselves and correct it. So
well, look at SeaWorld.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video that's going around?
What was that?
The mess that happened in SeaWorld? That no people were using the mask that was supposed to.
Oh, really?
Even employees serving food, they don't even have the mask all the way where it's supposed to.
They've got it where their nose is out.
Yeah, the lines. Yeah, it was a lot. It wasn't good start for SeaWorld. Hopefully they got better. But yeah, if you guys want and chat and want to watch the replay and yourself, that's YouTube. There's a couple of videos, and yeah, man, it wasn't good for SeaWorld at the beginning. So I'm pretty sure that's why Disney's taking their time. I know they getting all their employees calling little by little. So they could get trained and stuff like that, which, I mean, that's good. That's good.
Right. Well, another thing is maybe, like the companies could have looked into a mask that, that would have suited like their employees better, made it easier for them to breathe, but still didn't let the droplets out, and issued those masks out. Even, I mean, you could have issued a mask out that isn't disposable, something that can be reused over and over again. And to make it more comfortable for your employees, because they're the ones who are going to have to wear it the whole entire time. Like you said, you were there for 3 hours and it became, and you got people that were working there. I don't know how long the shifts are at Universal, but they've got to at least be 8 hours for people. So, and they have to wear that.
I'm sorry. Again, it could be the mask I was wearing as well. It could be that as well. But I mean, even I asked when I went to Disney Springs the other day on Tuesday, I asked one of the cast members, because they're nice. There's a lot of cast members and there's nobody there. It's empty. Right. I talked to a lady there and I asked her, listen, by the way, I know you have to wear the mask here, but in backstage, do you have to wear the mask? And she said, if there's people around me, yeah, I need to wear the mask. I'm like, wow. So yeah, they're full effect with the mask thing, even in backstage. So
I could see them like if they're on break, you know what I mean? They can take the mask off, but I don't know how many breaks they get. I don't know anything about that. So even with Heaven being a coordinator there at Disneyland, I never ask, hey, how many breaks does somebody get? I figured they probably get 2 10-minute breaks and a lunch like they do almost any place else.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Just depends how many hours they work too, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready to jump back to Star Wars news?
Let's go. Let's do it.
All right. So we have, this is coming from Showbiz Cheat Sheet. And this is on The Mandalorian. This is a Star Wars sequel trilogy hero set to cross paths with Baby Yoda in an upcoming project. I'm pretty sure I know who it is. Just when the Star Wars saga needed a boost, the launch of Disney Plus provided just what it needed. The Mandalorian, the series set between the original and the sequel trilogies, injected new life into a franchise many fans soured on. Its focus on brand new bounty hunter Pedro Pascal and the ever-popular Baby Yoda instantly made The Mandalorian a success story. Soon after its debut, it became one of the most watched streaming shows. So, of course, Lucasfilm plans to turn The Mandalorian to stir up fan enthusiasm about what might come next. According to the new reports, that future might include the reintroduction of a beloved sequel trilogy hero. Ooh, it's a hero. They're showing. Okay, that's Mando. Okay.
Jar Jar Binks?
Jar Jar Binks, yes. It's nope. Luke Skywalker himself.
Really?
Named The Mandalorian as a smart way to reinvigorate Star Wars, comparing the show to a spaghetti western. Actor Mark Hamill said The Mandalorian also has the ability to tell stories without the burden of delivering a gigantic special effects extravaganza. Wow. You know, I did hear something about it, but I mean, that's something big. But it makes you wonder, are they going to get a new actor who looks like Mark Hamill, or are they going to use that technology where they use Mark Hamill and make him look younger?
Well, honestly, I hope it's a digital with his voice, because why are we going to get a different actor? That will mess that up a little bit, because I think by the time Lando and all this series is there, Luke was already a young kid already. Right. I don't know. It looks interesting, and then the Mandalorian this season is gonna be good. They're gonna have Boba Fett in it. Yeah. They're gonna have Ahsoka in there.
Which the thing with Boba Fett in it, that's gonna actually prove that he escaped the Sarlacc pit.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Of course. And what was it? Disney they made that legend. Mm-hmm. It wasn't canon. And then I think that book Aftermath came out that kind of hinted towards it, where they found that what was it, a Jawa. You know, the Jawa vehicle that had been destroyed, and they actually found a Mandalorian suit that looked like it had been destroyed by acid. But they never really came out and said that he escaped the Sarlacc pit. So this will actually put that into canon.
So I can't wait for this season now when it comes down. September, October, whatever it is.
October,
right? Yeah. So, and we're almost there, man. We're already in June. In June, half of the year already almost.
Right.
If not,
if I remember right, you said you want to get this year over with.
let me tell you, man, December 31st is going to be a big party. I'm telling you that.
Well, like I said, I think I said it to you before. I seen a meme that said, if this year was a beverage, it'd be Beverly, is what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But I can't wait. It's gonna be great.
It's so weird how a streaming show is now what is leading Lucasfilm. You know what I mean?
You know why, Chris? Because what we were talking about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, of course.
It's well done. People that like Star Wars, that big fan of Star Wars, that they bleed Star Wars,
right?
And you need people like that. It's like me doing a Marvel movie. I don't like Marvel. I'm sorry. So you know what's gonna happen? Hey, be a pre-project. You know what's gonna happen? That movie's gonna be suck,
right?
Honestly, because I don't feel it. A Star Wars movie
project. Yeah,
trust me. If I was a Star Wars movie thing, that Star Wars will be everything to the T. But yeah, that's the future, man. That's where we're going. Lando is taking care of Star Wars now for us until let's see what's going to happen in the new trilogy when they come out.
Yeah. Well, I think the Skywalker saga is going to be completely over. I think these new trilogies, we're going to be getting new characters, stuff like that. Yeah. And I even heard they're talking about going back to the Old Republic in one of those trilogies. So, but
yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they're going to do. Hopefully, they keep maybe a few of the old ones. Who knows?
Yeah,
we'll see.
And then I even heard rumors of, and I know they're just rumors, and it's probably not going to happen, of them just doing away with that last trilogy and doing the one that George Lucas wanted to do.
That can be an option as well.
But I mean, it could be a good thing and it can be a bad thing, because remember, George Lucas wanted to do the prequels, which the prequels could have been great. Yeah. And I did hear something about so that last song in episode 1, The Phantom Menace, the Duel of Fates. Yeah. Do you know why it's called the Duel of Fates?
No, sure, but you can tell me.
Okay, and I seen this. I got this from Star Wars Theory. I know you've heard us talk about. It's called Duel of Fates. It's because they are fighting for the fate of that child, of whether that child is going to get the father that it needs in Qui-Gon Jinn, or you know, and it really kind of changes the way you look at it when you see that, and it makes you wonder what would have happened if Qui-Gon would have survived, and would have been able to train Anakin, if things would have been different and everything like that. But
it's and again, it's so much that we can still get out of Star Wars. So many side stories, or more stories. I mean, Star Wars I don't think it's gonna end. There's not an ending.
No. I mean, Disney owns the rights to them for 40 years. So
yeah, I mean, that's still the thing. When we all go to a better life, Star Wars still be around,
right,
for generations to come. So yeah, I can't wait, man, to see Lando and all this stuff now, and wait to see what they're gonna do with Star Wars new trilogy, or whatever.
I don't know. Is Billy D. Williams going to be able to do anything? I mean, he had hip surgery right there before that last movie.
Yeah.
So he's getting up there in age.
Yeah, he is. That's another thing. Yeah, you could get Chewie. I mean, you could get so many characters that like Obi-Wan. I'm excited for Obi-Wan, because I want to know what went through it all that time that we never heard about Obi-Wan. So we saw on the trilogy, but what happened between 3 and 4? Where was Obi-Wan? What did he do?
Right.
Where he went.
Right.
I mean, that's gonna be interesting.
I mean, obviously, we all know he was in the Tatooine desert. He was there to protect Luke, but there had to have been other things that happened.
Yeah, there has to be a bunch of things that happened before.
I did see it was like a statue that was made, and it had him like he was in the desert, and he had a backpack on, and he had 2 lightsabers on him, and they believe one of them was Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber. And it's even talked that because of when Luke went to create his lightsaber, the Empire obviously was keeping people from going on to Kyber crystal and enhanced worlds. So he had no way of getting a Kyber crystal to create a new one. He actually had to go back to Tatooine, which of course he was there already because of Han Solo. And he went back to Obi-Wan's little home out there in the desert and found Qui-Gon's lightsaber and took the Kyber crystal from it.
Wow.
So so the green lightsaber that he carries, it's a possibility it's Qui-Gon's Kyber crystal.
Yeah.
So
wow, that's good to know. That's great.
All right, so we're gonna move over to Marvel.
Hello, Rach.
Hello, Rachel.
Marvel. I'm lost in this one. I'm not a big fan of Marvel.
Avengers 5 theory. The one way Iron Man might return.
Bring him back. That's the only one that I like.
Avengers Endgame brought all of the MCU's heroes together to defeat the villainous Thanos. But then Marvel laid out its plans for the next batch of films. Another massive team-up was nowhere to be found on the schedule. We know the Phase 4 will introduce the multiverse in a potential game-changing way that, in turn, could pave the way for Avengers 5 tackling the Secret Wars storyline. Arguably the biggest undertaking in the Marvel comic book history, that ambitious crossover could pave the way for some beloved characters to return, even after their stories seem to have ended. So Secret Wars explained there are actually two versions of the famous comic book storyline. The first written by Jim Shooter, who was released as a 12-issue series in 1984. The concept was created in a coordination with Mattel. It was primarily a marketing tactic to sell superhero toys to kids by bringing together all Marvel heroes in one comic book event. So I think what they're talking about is with the multiverse is an Iron Man from another is what I think they're talking about from another what do you call it? Dementia, whatever is what they're talking about. But I guess that would have to depend on Robert Downey Jr. I think he's, even though he's known as the godfather of the MCU, I don't know if Robert Downey Jr. would come back. I definitely don't think Chris Evans would. I guess if you threw enough money at him, they would probably go.
money talks, bro.
Yeah.
They said, oh, I'm going to give you this, I'm going to give you that. That will come.
Right. But, yeah, I mean, even if you did get a Tony Stark from a different universe, doesn't mean...
Wait, he died? Candy Mom? He died?
Okay, Candy Mom. All right. That movie has been out for so long, all right? There is no spoilers anymore.
Oh, man. He died.
Yeah, I think my wife cried too when he died. He was my favorite, my wife's favorite as well.
Yeah, talking about dying in the theater. You know, when Lion King came out with the new version?
Yeah.
I cried, man.
What, during Mufasa?
Yeah, I cried.
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna happen.
It was, yeah. I think it was good. But I don't think it caught what the animation, the animated film did.
It was different, but still the same thing. I mean, yeah, it could be a little better, I think. But yeah, the other one got better. Yeah. So,
well, what's funny is out of all those live actions ones, I think The Lion King stuck more closely to its story than what some of the other ones did. Like Aladdin had changed some stuff and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, but it's all good, man. All good.
Oh, yeah.
All good in the hood. Candy Mom said she cried for real when they made Thor lose his six-pack. Candy Mom.
Oh, here we go. You want some video game news?
Oh, yes, of course.
This is some good news for us.
What we got? Free games.
All right, this is coming from Game Rant. Call of Duty Warzone confirms Plunder return date.
Yes.
Infinity Ward confirms the date when Call of Duty Warzone fans can expect the Plunder variant Blood Money to return to the game.
Thank you. It's about time. Why does... Okay, Kris, tell me this. Why they do this? Why they take the money out? I mean, it's one of the best games they have.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
Favorite. Why you have to do it? Because you want to put something else? Damn it, take something else out. Do not take the money. First they did like 4, then it was 6, then they dropped it to 2. I think they're back to 3 again.
Yeah,
3 or 3 teams are fine. No 2. Just leave it the way
2. 2 is what they were holding in their back pocket. That's what they should have held in their back pocket for whenever it was when it started getting boring. Because I'm telling you, I like playing duos because how many times can you find 4 people? Or
3 is fine. 3 is fine.
3 is fine.
I'm down with 3. 2, I don't know. 3,
I don't know.
I like it.
I can go in single person against 2 people.
Well, true.
So,
but please bring it back like soon. When do they have? When did they see? I can't talk. Did they say when? Yeah.
Let's see. Infinity Ward has confirmed that the Warzone Plunder variant Blood Money is coming back to the game on Thursday, June 18th.
Oh,
so today.
At 2 o'clock, baby. No, at 3 o'clock because they do it at 12 o'clock. Their time, so it's the 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh man, you just make me happiest man in the world. It means, are we gonna play? We should play.
We should play.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
Let me know if you have time today. Let's play.
Yeah, Darren and I got on and last night, and we played the co-op. Have you done those? The co-ops?
No.
Man, I tell you what. You go if you've got the battle pass, you go through tiers so fast, and your rank goes up so quick just playing.
Really?
The co-op. Oh yeah.
Oh, we could do that then. But
they're hard. They are hard. The only thing is they make you have 2 other players, and you have to. It's an objective-based thing where you have to get things done.
Oh yeah, I played that before. Like you have to get different bombs in different places and stuff like that, and players start killing each other, and you have to be like as a medical and I played that before. Yeah,
and if you get 2 people with you that just they're not helping you out, it's horrible. It is. So, but yeah, we played some of that last night, and I wish we would have had 2 more people with us because we
good, man. Good.
Yeah.
Maybe we can play today.
Yeah. That would be great.
Yeah.
But I think that's going to cover it for today. We're in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So what do we got coming up? Anything?
Coming up regarding,
I don't know. We got Disney Friends today. You got Disney.
We got Disney Friends. We got Disney Friends at 6:05 p.m. today. We're gonna have Shep from the Shep family.
Yep.
At 5 o'clock, we're gonna have Disney Nuts. We are going to have I'm not sure if I'm gonna have on Saturday since I'm gonna be in Miami the Father's weekend.
Right.
So we're gonna have Kenzie Days and her dad today at 5 p.m. Disney Nuts. Then on Saturday, like I said, I don't think I'm gonna have a YouTubers United at 11 p.m. because I'm gonna be in Miami with my dad. Right. And Breakfast with Pals, I'll probably do it since I could join through my phone, so I'll probably do it, but we'll see what happens. But today, those 2 streams. And thanks so much for inviting me, man. Appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. No problem. Is Mel, is she still on Breakfast with Pals? I haven't seen her on there for a while.
Mel she's taking a break.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was just wondering.
She says that she wants to work on her channel, which I respect.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
That's
fine. We're still friends. We'll still talk. Just she's gonna take care of her channel now for more time.
I didn't know if it was like a schedule problem or something that was going on.
No. She just decided that she needs more time to take care of her channel, which I respect, and she should do it. So that's fine.
Yeah. And then I guess the reason why it hit was because last Sunday you weren't there.
Yeah. And
it was me, Al, and the Robe.
Yeah, and I know. I was doing some yard work.
Yeah.
Construction.
But I guess it just came to me. Why didn't he invite Mel? Is what it was.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about it last Sunday, but I'll probably do it this Sunday if I'm wearing or stuff like that. Awesome. But it's all good, man. We respect and
I didn't figure it was anything. I just figured it was something like that or some kind of scheduling problem. But
it's all good.
But yeah, so I think we covered a lot, don't you think?
Yeah, man. Let me tell you something. Baseball season's on their way.
It is.
Well, you better get ready for a brand new day. Hey, Chicago, what are you going to say?
The Cubs are going to win today.
There we go. And here goes. Go, Cubs, go.
Go, Cubs,
go. Hey, Chicago, what are you going to say? The Cubs are going to win today. Go, Cubs, go.
We got time to cover that. Let's cover that.
I love that song, man. That's pretty
All right. So some news for Chicago Cubs. This is just something for me. Let's see. This is coming from Fansided. And let me get these pop-ups down. And of course, it sent me to another. All right.
Let's do it.
We might as well kiss Kris Bryant goodbye. All right. The reality of not playing baseball in 2020 is hard enough for the game, but it might be even more ominous for the Cubs fans who say Kris Bryant is done with the team. Much has been made about the Chicago Cubs competitive window coming to a close. This could be John Lester's last year with the club, Jose Quintana, will be the free agent this year. Much of Chicago's core remains intact, but that is unlikely to last. Instead of a lost season prompting management to keep the current group together, it is more likely they will stretch out plans to avoid financial calamity. Unfortunately, the first of these plans is expected to feature renewed trade talks with respects to Kris Bryant. So, yeah, I mean, he's a big name. He's going to want more money. That's just, you know what I mean?
Boy,
course,
oh boy.
Yes, I hear you, Candy Bomb, the St. Louis Cardinals. Yes.
is that a team?
Yeah, it's the rival of the Chicago Cubs.
I don't.
Yeah, but
oh man, I hope it's not true, man. I really like him.
I do too. But I mean, you know what? With all those young guys they had, it's going to happen. You know, eventually they're all going to want more money, and when you got that kind of the thing is that the Cubs aren't really a poor team either. But I guess they're going to have a budget on what they want to spend. So
what's your favorite second baseman?
Second baseman? I don't know. Right. Is Javi playing second or is he playing shortstop? Javi Baez?
Is he playing? No, he's playing short, right?
He's playing short. My favorite. Are we talking about now or as in all time?
All time.
Be Ryan Sandberg.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
my dad likes the Cubs.
I was talking to Ken. You guys remember on Tuesday? He's my neighbor. We were talking about yesterday about the 86-88 Mets. That was a big lineup, bro. Strawberry, Gooden, Carter, Keith Hernandez, Diestra,
Doc Gooden.
Yeah, Doc Gooden. Yeah. A lot of them got drug problems, and that's as we know.
Yeah.
But man, that Mets.
I think the 80s, that was a lot of problems with a lot of baseball players back then. It was sad, so.
And TV shows too, like Different Strokes and all this. And
yeah,
there was a lot of drug problem. Yeah, man. But hopefully it doesn't go and stays with Chicago. I really like him there in Chicago. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what's going on.
I mean, they just got the new manager David Ross, who used to be their catcher.
Yeah.
So, but well, hopefully they keep him on. But so we are arriving to the end, and I think that's probably going to be about do it. I didn't see anything else to cover that was noteworthy, unless you wanted to cover the iPhone 12.
What's up with the iPhone 12? What's going on? We still got a couple of minutes.
All right. iPhone 12 Pro killer features confirmed, and Galaxy Note 20 should be nervous.
Dun, 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 dun.
This comes from Tom's Guides. I hope this isn't like some guy that just sits in his garage and writes stuff.
Oh boy.
All right. It says one of the biggest questions we have headed into the iPhone 12 launch is how the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 12 Pro phones will be different. And now a new leak has seemingly confirmed one of the top features for the iPhone 12 Pro. Ross Young, founder and CEO of Display Supply Chain Consultants, posted a list of Twitter of phone launching in 2020 that they anticipates will feature 12. What is that? Is that 120 hertz display? This includes the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 and Galaxy Note 20 Plus Ultra, but also the iPhone 12 Pro and the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Let's see all. Okay. As initially reported by GSM Arena, this is an important development because we have seen rumors that Apple was wavering on whether to add a 12 hertz display to the iPhone 12 Pro lineup. According to leakers Max Weinbach, back in May, Apple would not adopt 12 hertz unless it is perfect, and the engineers were unhappy with it due to the color collaboration issues. So it sounds like Sony's going to go ahead and, or I said Sony, Apple is going to go ahead and add that 12 hertz screen is what it sounds like. Yeah. So.
Well, whatever works.
Yeah. I'll have an iPhone 12 probably by 2030.
And let me tell you, man, those phones are being expensive. I have the X Pro, whatever thing,
right.
This thing that has.
Right.
It's expensive, bro.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Dude. The only thing I have an 8 is what I have.
It's reliable, but damn,
yeah,
expensive, dude.
Yeah,
man.
And I have a friend. He will buy both. He buys the new iPhone and the new Samsung.
Oh, you still have both and compare it, I guess.
Yeah, no, he'll just buy both. He'll have 2 phones.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. He's just like very into that stuff.
Into the stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, the guy, he's not married or anything like that. Doesn't have kids, and all the money he lives pretty. He lives pretty cheap. So,
all right, cool. You can afford it.
But a lot of people are like, well, why do you spend that much money on a phone when you could be doing this? And I'm like, it's his money. Let him do what he wants. He has nothing else to do.
Yeah, I hear you.
But yeah, I think that's gonna do it.
All right, cool. Thanks again. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, we will at 6:00. I know what you mean. Like I said, this stream is only existence depends on my employment status. So.
Mine too, because I'll be at work at this time. So I work from home, but I work late. But
right. So and some good news, just real quick. I did get some return calls on a job. So
yes, awesome.
So maybe this show's already coming to an end. It's not even a week old yet.
Hey man, that's what it is.
Yeah.
We find another one.
Yeah.
Good, bro.
But thank you, Gonzo, for being on here.
Appreciate you, man.
And I thank everybody in the chat for being on here.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I think that's going to do it, Gonzo. So that's the Good Morning Show. We'll be back on tomorrow at 9:00 with the topics of the day. And I think that's going to cut it out. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
There he goes. Cause I'm gonna win today. Come on. Go, Cubs, go. Go, Cubs, go. Why
Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are going to win today.
Sing it. Go, Cubs, go. Go, Cubs,